Hello everybody. With the new day, let us start with a new topic, that is phrasal verbs. Well, phrasal verbs are idiomatic expressions that are nothing but natural expressions that are used to better one's language. In order to better our language, we need to use a lot of expressions. Phrasal verbs are few among them. Let us know what phrasal verbs are. A phrasal verb is a verb plus a preposition which creates a meaning different from the original verb. So, phrasal verbs, phrasal here itself means more than a word. So there are two words combined to make a phrase. So here it's a verb plus preposition that is prescribed to us. Let us seek an example here. The example goes as this: I ran into my teacher at the theatre last night. So here, ran into is a phrasal verb. Run plus into is equal to meet. So ran into, the meaning of ran into is nothing but meeting. So I met my teacher at the theatre last night is the meaning. There are a few examples that are given here. Let's start with the first example here. Come is a verb. The first phrasal verb here is come off. Come off, the meaning succeed, and also there is another meaning here, detached. The first meaning here, succeed, will go with it was a bold experiment which thankfully came off. Came off here means succeed. So it was a bold experiment which thankfully came off. The wheel came off the tractor suddenly. Came off is nothing but come off is the meaning for is a phrasal verb for detached. So the wheel detached from the tractor suddenly. So here the wheel came off the tractor suddenly. Another phrasal verb using the verb come here, come in, enter a room or join something. Joel was asked to come in. So Joel was asked to enter a room. So Joel was asked to come in. That's where Neelam comes in to take the team forward. So here the meaning is slightly different. That's where Neelam comes in to take the team forward. See, joins the team here. Let's look at the third one. Come out. Come out has multiple meanings here. First meaning is become known. Second meaning is be released. And third meaning is to appear. So let us understand this with example here. It came out that he had illegally registered to vote. So one could know that he illegally registered to vote. The next example here. A lot of interesting movies are coming out this year. So releasing. The third and final example. The clouds finally parted and the sun came out. Here, came out, the phrasal verb come out in this sentence means to appear. Moving forward, come back. is a phrasal verb here. It has three meanings: return, recover, and respond. The first one, return here. We decided to come back early. So we decided to return early. The next example, he came back well after a setback in the first game. So he came back well is nothing but he recovered. He came back well after a setback in the first game. So he recovered well. Third one, he came back at his opponent real quick. So responding is the meaning here of come back. He came back at his opponent real quick. I hope you are following the phrasal verbs without any problem. Moving ahead with the verb come. The next phrasal verb is come over. There are two meanings here: casual visit and to affect. First one, casual visit. Manish came over to my house for combined study, and to affect, a great weariness came over me, hence I resigned. Come down. Collapse or inheritance. There are two different meanings for come down. The first one is collapse. The Twin Towers came down on 11th September 2001. So the Twin Towers collapsed is the meaning here. Came down. Next one, the property came down to me from my grandfather. So I inherited the property from my grandfather is the meaning. Come for. Arrive to arrest, or another example here, another meaning, to attack, and finally for a purpose. Let's check the first one, arrive to arrest. The police came for the thief but couldn't find one. So the meaning here is the police came to arrest the thief but couldn't find one. Next one, the tiger came for the deer quite fiercely. So the tiger attacked the deer quite fiercely is the meaning. So came for is to attack. What had the squad come for? So what is the purpose of the squad coming there? So what had the squad come for? Third usage is for purpose. Come up. So there are three meanings provided here: approach, rise in rank, and for consideration. Come up is used. First one, approach. I came up and introduced myself. The meaning is I approached and introduced myself. The next one, here is an officer who came up from the ranks. So he rose in rank. Finally, the question of he not listening never came up. So we never considered questioning his listening capability is the meaning here. So these were the words, these were the phrasal verbs with come. Now the verb go has a few phrasal verbs. Go off is the first one. It has multiple meanings here. First one is explode. The bombs went off suddenly due to excess heat. Here you need to understand that phrasal verbs can be used according to the tense of the sentence. So here it's a past tense. So go off becomes went off. Milk goes off quite quickly in hot weather. Here indelible. Goes off means which cannot be consumed. It is indelible. Going off means. So milk goes off quite quickly. That means milk becomes indelible quite quickly, inedible, quite quickly in hot weather. The lights went off in the village due to the storm. Here, stop working is the meaning for go off. The lights went off in the village due to the storm. And finally, loud noise also can be associated with the phrasal verb go off. The alarm must go off as soon as smoke is detected. Quite knowledgeable contents these are. Phrasal verbs. Please pay attention and follow. The next one is go in. Enter a place or to understand. There are two meanings for this phrase. Our unit will be going in first, so entering a place. The next one, I explained to her what to do, but it really didn't go in. That means she did not understand. Next one, go out. To enjoy, go out is used to enjoy and stop burning. There are two examples here. Here the first one, kids like going out means kids like going out to enjoy is the meaning here. Kids like going out with their parents. The fire must have gone out. That means stopped burning. The fire must have gone out during the night. Go back is nothing but to return or to exist for a particular time. Go back. I go back home after the bell rings. That means I return home after the bell rings. The next example here is my interest in the subject goes back. That means exists for a particular time. My interest in the subject goes back many years. The next verb here is set. I'll just provide you with the meanings of these phrasal verbs. You kindly construct a few sentences taking these examples. Set off means start a series of actions or events. Set out, begin a journey. Set up, start a new business or profession. And another meaning is create a new record. Set down is nothing but to write. He set down a few poems during his heydays. Set in, become established or settle in. So these are the phrasal verbs for the verb set. Let's get to know what comes with give. Give away is to distribute or reveal a secret. He gave away her secret. So sometimes you might have heard in your spoken language. Given is nothing but to surrender. Give up is nothing but discontinue something. Give back, contribution for charitable purposes. Give forth is to emit or release something. The next verb here is take. The first phrasal verb is take down. Take down is nothing but to write or to record something. Take in means fool or deceive someone. Take over, assume control of something. He took over the business from his father. That means he assumed control of the business. Take up is to begin a hobby or a project. So these are the phrasal verbs under take. Next verb is look. Look down is to hate someone or something. Look for is to search. I am looking for my pen. Look down is nothing but hate for someone or something. He looked down upon the people he didn't like. Look into is to investigate, look into the matter. Might have heard of these. Look out is to be watchful. Look up is to admire or search. There are two meanings here. Look up, admire. I look up at my father as an idol. Next one, put. Phrasal verbs are put down, that means crush, and agitation. So the pullers put down the agitation of the people. Put off, postpone an action. The exams were put off due to COVID-19. So postpone an action. Put on, dress oneself. I put on a black shirt. Put out, extinguish. Put out the fire. Put up, stay for a short time. Put up with, tolerate something or someone patiently. So here comes the exercise in your Streams book. You have this particular exercise. So the exercise is quite simple. Into brackets, there are a few phrasal verbs given. Precisely page number 16 in your streams. Page number 16, I repeat. These phrasal verbs are given into brackets and you must use them in the sentences provided here. The first sentence with a blank is don't lose hopes, dash your spirit. So keep up is a word here. Don't lose hopes, keep up your spirit. This is how you need to use these phrasal verbs. Next one, the rest you need to get them done. Two friends dash their difference after a quarrel. He has dash his examination. The long lost friend dash at my sister's wedding. The businessman dash debt after suffering heavy losses. The price of gold has dash. He has dash smoking. The firefighters came just in time to dash fire. The examinations had to be dash owing to the general elections. They dash a new business. A committee has been set up to dash the problem. And finally, the bomb dash in a crowded street. So these are the 12 sentences. First one I have solved it for you. Don't lose hopes. Keep up your spirits is the first one. So keep up is ruled out. Remaining 11 you need to give answers to. So pick the appropriate phrasal verb and then solve these 11 questions. Thank you, dear students. Keep practicing these phrasal verbs as it's one of the very important contents that we have in the prescribed syllabus. Have a good day. Take care.